Trevs Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, we got a lot to go over today. 5 in total. So I hope I don't lose you at any point in this. But first things first, Sabres fans, let's talk about your head coach. So earlier today, the Sabres announced that Don Granato will no longer be the interim head coach. He'll be the full-time head coach. If you remember, back on March 17th, Ralph Kruger, who was the head coach at the time, was let go of his duties, and Don Granato, who was an assistant at the time, was promoted to interim. Now, let's not call a spade a spade. Under Kruger, any team under Kruger, and unfortunately it happened to the Sabres, generally tend to suck. And not saying they really got any better under Granato. I mean, they finished 9-16-3 under Granato, which is a far better improvement than what they ever did under Kruger. But it's one of those things that goes to show that change is oftentimes necessary in that kind of situation. And I want to think positively for you Sabres fans. I really do. I mean, 10 years, no playoffs. Come on, now you're reaching Panthers numbers. I mean, obviously, there were far more experienced coaches out there. Boudreau, Tocchet, Tortorella, for example. But they decided to keep it internal, which is good. I mean, you don't want, and I said this with the Columbus's new coach, you don't want to bring in somebody who's unfamiliar with the system and won't give you immediate results. And I'm not saying Granato's going to get immediate results out of the Sabres, because really, when management doesn't care about your team's going to suffer. I'm not saying management doesn't care about their team, but I think they care about the Bills a hell of a lot more than they care about the Sabres. But if you give Granato the right team, you put the right guys in the right spot, it sounds like Granato has the itch to want to win. Whether you can translate that to an already poisoned locker room remains to be seen. But as I said, I genuinely want to hope for good things for the Sabres. Last season was what it was, but the past is where it belongs. Let's move forward. Hopefully, for you Sabres fans, everything turns around. I mean, yeah, he's only coming off as an assistant. But assistants usually make good coaches. I mean, Todd McClellan was an assistant once. Scotty Bowman was an assistant once. So it just goes to show, things can look good. Just give it time. That's another one of Trev's hockey shows. Short, sweet, to the point. That's all you need it to be. But I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate the gesture, especially if you're right here. Helping each other out, it's never a bad thing. So while you're here, hit that like button. While you're at it, hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. And subscribing makes you feel good. And it helps me get to 100. I want to get to 100 before the end of the year. So let's make that happen. All my socials there in the description down below. Moving forward, I got 4 more. So, and they're all on the same topic, just different people. But either way, in the meantime, and in between time, be on the lookout for more videos from the Trev. Later.